Happy post-Comic-Con Monday, everyone! I definitely have post-con depression right now. It was so great to meet so many of you in person on the show floor. Honestly, I would love to do nothing more but talk about my time at Comic-Con, but unfortunately, we have some really juicy gaming news to cover. I'm Stella Chung, and in today's fix, Xbox released a pizza-scented controller, Starfield's pickpocketing is going to be in real time, Tencent bought Dying Light's developer, and laser cats have been spotted in Call of Duty. Have you been worried your controllers might get gross and smelly after long hours of gaming sessions? Well, don't worry, because now Xbox is releasing a pizza-scented controller. In honor of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem's movie release in August, Xbox announced a giveaway of turtle-themed limited controllers. These controllers look really cool. I mean, these might be my favorite controllers I've seen from Xbox yet. They're covered in green ooze with graffiti names on each controller of the specific turtle they're made after. So there are specific controllers themed after Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo. So how exactly do these controllers smell like pizza? Okay, thankfully it is not a scratch and sniff deal. Each controller actually comes with built-in scent diffusers shaped like a slice of pizza. So as you play some TMNT games like Shredder's Revenge, you can really immerse yourself with the diffusers, or just make yourself really hungry. Unfortunately, you can't just outright purchase these, and you have to enter Xbox's giveaway to get a chance to win one. You can enter to win one of these wireless controllers by following Xbox Game Pass on Twitter and retweeting the official Xbox Game Pass sweepstakes tweet. I don't know if we're still calling them tweets or not because we just rebranded, but whatever. This giveaway will run from July 25th, today, to August 13th. If you're in New York City, you can actually go and check out the actual controllers in person in the Xbox Gaming Lounge at the Microsoft Experience Center on 5th Avenue on August 2nd. So if you're in New York and you get to go to this event, please send me pictures of the controller. We all poke fun at people who say, just pause the game when it's multiplayer. But now in the single-player game Starfield, you can't just pause the game during a specific gameplay moment that's going to change your tactics just a little bit. A Reddit post from OKPain 2022 showed a snippet of Starfield gameplay most people just glossed over that showed a player stealthily pickpocketing a guard. During this clip, the screen didn't pause the game for the pickpocket menu, and the player was stealing in real time. In previous Bethesda games like Skyrim or Fallout 4, time would actually pause to let you figure out what items on your grocery list you could cross off by stealing from NPCs. So it seems like in Starfield, you'll have to be way more conscious of what you're stealing and when you do it. Of course, this begs the question, will lockpicking also be in real time? It would totally make sense for Bethesda to make all of the ability check actions operate the same and keep the real-time aspect, but we haven't seen anything on it yet. I definitely think putting lockpicking in real time would be really fun, especially floating around in space. It keeps people from cheesing encounters by pausing, and you'd have to be way more strategic. But that's just me speculating about possibilities in Starfield. And actually, speaking of other fans trying to figure out all they can on Starfield, Reddit user ASD8DHD, great name by the way, spent 200 hours of research trying to decrypt the complete skill system used in Starfield. Of course, this isn't all confirmed, so we can't say it's completely accurate, but they have a public Google Doc you can read with over 40 pages of in-depth information on abilities. They've broken down the 5 skill trees shown and detailed breakdowns of every skill in that specific tree, and the 4 ranks following their challenge requirements. They also cross-referenced with all of the publicly released footage, interviews, blog posts, and images available to get as best a guess as possible. There are incredible details addressing leveling, social skills like intimidation and persuasion, combat skills, and so much more. It's an interesting read, and the sources the Reddit user points to for the research seems to really solidify a majority of the details surrounding the different skills. So go give it a read. Tencent announced that it's buying Techland, the studio behind the original Dead Island and Dying Light series. Techland CEO Paweł Marchewka announced in a blog post that Tencent is in the process of becoming the studio's major shareholder. He also said teaming up with Tencent will allow us to move full speed ahead with the execution of the vision for our games. We have already chosen an ally who has already partnered with some of the world's finest video game companies and helped them reach new heights while respecting their ways of doing things. Marchewka did assure fans that even though Tencent will own the studio, Techland will have full ownership of its IPs and maintain creative freedom and operate independently. Techland is just one of the few studios that Tencent has bought in the last year to now. In 2022, Tencent bought Sumo Group, the developer behind Sackboy, A Big Adventure, and Wake Up Interactive. And just in December last year, Tencent had also announced they bought Back 4 Blood and Left 4 Dead developer Turtle Rock Studios. Tencent is quickly growing its reach in gaming, and it doesn't seem to be stopping in its acquisition spending spree. Who do you think they'll buy out next? Call of Duty is known for its fairly gritty war simulating gameplay, but thanks to cosmetic packs available in Warzone and Modern Warfare 2, we now have laser cats running around in-game, and players are kind of unsure about this development. You're probably wondering, Stella, what the do you mean laser cats? Okay, so let me explain. There were two recent cosmetic packs that are making ridiculous combinations together: the Whisker Tango bundle and the Boys Homelander Operator bundle. These two cosmetic packs are about $20 each. So players started discovering the beautiful mix of using the Operator skin from the Whisker Tango bundle, which is just a giant cat named Sergeant Pss Pss Pss, and the Homelander skin's finisher to make Laser Cat. Redditor Exile on Wood CT has a clip of Laser Cat in action, and it's surprisingly horrifying. I love cats, but seeing a cat just Homelander beam the crap out of a military man is a little bit too much. And I'm a little bit afraid that's what's gonna happen if I'm late for Swanson's lunch. Of course, not everyone will have this bundle because it would cost you $40 to do this ridiculous combination, but it does have players talking about whether or not the cosmetics are going a little too far from realism in Call of Duty. Here's some quotes from players that we've seen so far. "What the is happening to this game?" wrote Redditor Destroyer 6202. Another one says, "What the has this game turned into?" And that comes from Chunny 1999-8. "Remember when they advertised this game as the most realistic COD of all time? Yeah," wrote 10Z Legacy. Okay, so here's the thing about Call of Duty. You can run with a heavy-ass sniper rifle endlessly and also tank grenades to the face. I think we left realism at the door a long time ago, but I do get what they're saying. The most recent additions to cosmetics are a little bit too much. Fortnite actually does the cosmetic collaborations really well because it works for their art and game style. Call of Duty also held its specific aesthetic of a more realistic shooter game for way longer than any other title, and seeing it pull Homelander and Starlight into the game is incredibly weird. And don't get me wrong, it was really weird to see Superman and the Hulk in Fortnite running around with scars, but something about seeing superheroes in Call of Duty was just really wrong to me. First of all, Homelander is just way too strong to need any additional weaponry, and I really doubt he would ever be bothered to use an AK to kill someone. But more importantly, Starlight's entire personality goes against her even being in a war, holding a gun, or involving herself in unnecessary violence. If you've seen The Boys Season 2, that is all her character arc is about. I genuinely hate seeing them in the game because it does not make sense to me to see these two specifically as operators. Maybe Huey and Butcher, yeah, and that's more realistic to me since they literally do whatever they can to sabotage the soups, and they're not afraid to get dirty. But superheroes in my Call of Duty? I don't know, that's weird. Again, I think Fortnite's weird cosmetic collaborations work because the game already has so many ridiculous power-ups in their mechanics, and they already have a very cartoonish art style. Call of Duty now having laser cats, after being known for its incredible and hard-hitting game levels like No Russian, it's just a little bit weird. Are you going to enter the TMNT Xbox controller giveaway? And also, how do you feel about soups in Call of Duty? Are we on the same page? Let us know. I'm Stella Chung, and now that you're all caught up on the news, check out our San Diego Comic-Con coverage, like me talking to the Tekken 8 devs about how the new closed playtest this month works and how they feel about the state of the game. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and Snapchat, and follow us on all of your socials. Keep on gaming, and I'll see you next time.